watch this third versus fourth playoff game between Sweden and Scotland.
Well, after a score of 1 in the first half, in the first end for Anna Hasselborg, here is Eve Muirhead with the final stone of the second. Chance to score 2. And this really the only thing to separate the two teams in the first half here in the second end. Big mistake, hits and rolls away, doesn't get the yellow out of there. And after 2 ends, it's Sweden 2, Scotland 0. And then on to the third end. Eve Muirhead thinking they're going to hit to score 2 and tie the game up perfectly. Only to find out through a measure that that stone on the outside was not in the house. So just a score of 1 there in the third end. And Sweden get the force. And then in the fourth end, a great effort at the freeze by Eve Muirhead. And Anna Hasselborg had a chance to come down and tap it back for a score of 2. They just lost it a little bit here with the sweeping. Catches the top yellow, but pushes them both up a little bit. And it's still a score of 1 for Sweden. And they would reopen up their 2-shot lead. And the final play of the first half, Anna Hasselborg leaving a pretty straightforward takeout here for Eve Muirhead. Nicely done. And at halftime, it's a 1-shot game. Sweden 3, Scotland 2. 6th end. Sweden with a 1-shot lead at the halftime break and had this takeout to move 3 shots clear for the first time in this match. No mistakes made here by Anna Hasselborg, right down onto the nose. Puts 2 on the board. And Sweden leading by 5 shots to 2. Then on to the 7th end. Scotland's best end of the match. Hitting back with this draw here to close the gap back to 1. Just had to hit the paint here, Eve Muirhead. And of course, she made absolutely no mistake with that. So a 1-shot game playing the 8th end. Scotland still very much alive at this point. But here in 8, a miss on Eve Muirhead's last stone left this straightforward draw to the house. And Sweden would score 3 and give them an 8-4 advantage after 8 ends. And surely that would be too much to come back for Scotland. Which it was, a score of 1 in the 9th. And then Sweden running Scotland out of stones in 10. Final score, Sweden 8, Scotland 5. Sweden go to the semis.
Anna, congratulations, well played into the semi-final. How does it feel?
Feels amazing. The girls keep playing well and great, actually, so feels great.
What made the difference in that one against Scotland?
We had hammer and we were first on the board, even though we didn't blank it first, but I think that was important when you play a good team like this.
Did you keep expecting them to come back at you?
Yeah, for sure. You can never relax. I was struggling a bit with draw weight in the beginning. It was much keener, but my team was playing good setups, so it was good.
And this is your first World Championship. And what was your goal before you came here?
The goal was to medal and to secure an Olympic spot for Sweden.
And the plan is going well?
Yeah, it is.
Well played and good luck in the next one.
Thank you.
Go!